Alright, so we are doing match 7 of the tournament. Match 7 being Doppelganger, or Doppelganger, however you want to say it. Doppelganger versus Flame Skull. Let us first begin with this match. Nope. That's an instant fail. Alright, on the bright side. Oh, there is no bright side, never mind. Flame Skull has strength of -5. That's pitiful. Is that? I'm trying to look at that. Is that really a -5? Dude. Alright. Okay. Doppelganger strikes the attack first. Will perform a slam attack. Will be a 1d6 of bludgeoning. Okay. 5. Okay, 9 bludgeoning damage. This is a very interesting fight. I have no idea. Whew, that went pretty good. 17 -5, fake. Fail. Fail. Yeah, fail. Bro, strike someone for once. Dude. Okay, statistics. Alright, equipment is way. Alright, we'll perform a surprise attack. Has advantage on the surprise attack as well. It's going to be a 19, which does pass. Alright. So that's going to be an extra 3d6 bludgeoning, well, extra 3d6 of damage. So if you think about it, it's actually going to be a 46, because it's doing a slam attack. It says an extra 3d6s. Okay, so that's going to be 14 plus 4. Okay, it's going to be a total of 18 health. 18 health. Okay, so okay, dang it. Woo. Say the Doppelganger will perform another slam attack. Two feet of stone, 2 inches of metal. Okay, let's just do a slam attack. It's gonna be 5. It's going to be 9 health, which will lead it down to 4. Dude, why is it -5? Flame Skull has a -5 strength modifier. Dude. Come on, man. Okay, the Doppelganger strikes again. Okay. Let me see this. Doppelganger slams its hands, both its hands together, permanently shattering the Flame Skull in its hands. Well, yes, of course. During this impact, that the flame extinguishes from the flame skull's body, the skull thing. Skull shatters and its pieces litter the ground. Doppelganger shapeshifts into a humanoid creature and will walk away from the shattered pieces of the flame skull. Flame skull is now defeated. Alright, next up is last of the first round of matches. Last one, of course, being match 8. Okay, match 8 will be Grell versus Bow Naga Spirit. Let us begin with, well, Grell, because I've already set it up. Okay, let's do this. 4 does not hit. 7. Probably don't know this, but I'm using the crappy dice, so you can see how terrible it is. Well, you could hear it. Yeah. I'm rolling freaking 10 times, I'm not even getting into a single attack with that crappy dice. Alright, 14, 16. Does hit the Bone Naga. Grell will perform... Now, let me see this. Okay, the only damage immunities that Grell has is lightning, which is very interesting. Alright, the Grell hovers above the Bone Naga. As it does, will perform a tentacle attack, which will be a 1d10 of piercing. So let me find a d10 real quick. Okay. Taking, oh wow, I rolled pretty good. 6 plus 2 being 8 piercing damage. Okay. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Let's see if it succeeds. Oh wow. I rolled a 19. Does immediately poison form. What? Paralyze. Let me see. Okay, so a lot of things do happen if that saving throw would have failed. Poisoned and paralyzed, and target is also grappled, which they'll also have to escape with the DC 15. Medium or smaller is also restrained, which the Bone Naga is neither smaller or medium, but is a large undead snake. Well, you know what a Naga is, you know, serpentine creature. So that being the case, Bone Naga cannot be restrained during that grapple. But anyways, it succeeded, so it doesn't happen. Bone Naga is next of attack. I'm rolling different dice. I swear to freaking God, I'm rolling different dice. Okay, oh! Okay. A 12 definitely hits the Grell. Okay. 12 hits the Grell. Bone Naga will perform a bite attack, writhing its giant snake fangs, well, skeleton fangs, you know what I mean? Being 2d6 piercing damage, plus a 3d6 of poison. Freak. Rolled that by accident. 11 points of piercing damage. Plus... Okay, hold up. I'm trying to do this in my head. 13 plus 11. That'll be 24. 24 HP total. 24, so that's going to be... Perfect! That's cool. Alright. That's a lot of health, actually. I didn't even know how powerful it was. Poison damage is very severe. Unless... Never mind. Damage immunity for Grell is not poison, which really surprised me. Well, of course, Bone Naga's damage immunity is obviously poison because it is using it. Next up is the Grell's turn. 17, which definitely hits. This time, tentacles, well actually it'll lower itself. It's going to move down, and at a few 20, 15-ish feet, you hovering across the ground. As this happens, Grell will perform a beak attack, which surprisingly will be only a 2d4 of piercing damage. 2d4. It's not as good. Okay, I was correct. 4 plus 2, which will be 6. That's gonna be pretty bad. 60. Okay, perfect. The Bone Nag succeeds, definitely. Let me see this. Okay, so I mean it has magic, but I don't really want to use it because I'm too lazy. We'll do a bite attack because it's more than enough damage. It's pretty insane, really. 4 + 3. It's gonna be 7 piercing damage. Plus. Okay. 7 plus 12 being 19 health total against the Grell. So 19. Alright, so that'll be what? Like 2? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. It was Bone Nag's turn. Next up would be the Grell again. Fails. That's a 5. Bone Naga succeeds again. Once again, we'll be doing another bite attack since it is the only one it can use. Seven plus poison damage will be 15 health total. The bite is so severe. Poison overflows into the Grell's hovering, smaller aberration body, permanently killing the Grell and collapsing its mangled, tentacled body into the ground. Bone Naga, of course, pushes the Grell off to the side, and of course, successfully kills the Grell and rips it apart. Bone Naga successfully kills the Grell. Alright everyone, last but not least, for the first bracket of the rounds would be Consolations match number 4. Being that of the loser fighter stuff at the end of this episode. Being Flame Skull versus the Grell. First starting with Flame Skull, it's not going to go well because, you know, the Flame Skull has -5 of strength modifier, so it's probably not going to win. But let's just see how it ends up. Well, actually, it might actually go well. Right, 16 minus 5 is 11. Because, don't forget, Grell has a armor class of 12, so it could hit it. Alright, 12 plus 2, okay. Grell succeeds in managing to attack a Flame Skull. As it does, we'll perform a simple beak attack before doing anything serious. Okay, 5. Alright, 7 points of piercing damage. Oh, frick, it was about to land on 19, landed on a natural 1 instead. Okay, Grell succeeds with an... It's the crappy dice. It's the freaking crappy dice, I'm sorry. It lands on very terrible numbers because of how material weirdness it is. Grell succeeds, as it does, will perform a tentacle attack. This will become a little bit more strict. It's gonna be insane. Okay. Alright, Flame Skull takes 10 points of piercing damage. Unless... Never mind. Flame Skull is resistant to piercing. It'll be half. So 73 minus 5 actually being... There we go. 68 health. Flame Skull is resistant to piercing damage. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. See? Okay. Figured. Fails, be poisoned for 1 minute. However, may I remind you, the poison target is paralyzed. Specifically, that's going to be an effect that'll be more grappled, because Flame Skull has conditioned immunity of being paralyzed and poisoned. Will not take any poison damage of any kind. However, it has conditioned immunities. Flame Skull can be grappled, and can it be restrained? Oh, it can. Flame Skull can be grappled and restrained. So we're gonna count that as a grapple escape DC 15, which of course still it fails. Builds advantage on attack rolls. Okay. So it's gonna be grappled and restrained. I'm gonna put that there. Alright. That's a thing to know about. Okay. So that's the Grell's turn. Tentacles ravel around the Flame Skull as it is grappling and restraining the Flame Skull into its tentacle, the forest, whatnot. Surprisingly, of course, that the Flame Skull is sure as heck tinier than the Grell. More smaller. Tiny undead. It's basically a skull. Anyways. Says... into other attacks. Alright, so grappled. Okay, let me see this. Alright, so I guess the Flame Skull doesn't really have disadvantage. Suffice it to say, okay, it still fails. However, the Grell has advantage against the Flame Skull, which succeeds. Will perform another tentacle attack, but the effects... Okay. That's a terrible mistake I just did. It's a 1, I'm gonna roll it again. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's 6. It's gonna be 8 points of piercing. Well, actually, divided by that will actually be 64. Okay, freak. Alright, so, next up, of course, Flame Skull. I guess we could say that the Flame Skull can roll for fails, but will want to attack instead. It can't move, so it kind of moved along with it. Okay, the 10 does not hit, I can tell you that. Advantage, succeeds. Grell will perform a beak attack. One of the tentacles will move the Flame Skull. Grell trying to use its beak to try and decapitate... Well, not decapitate, but, you know, like, kind of kill the Flame Skull permanently. Using a beak attack being 6 total points of piercing damage. Right. 3. It'll be 3 points of piercing damage. Flame Skull is next. Roll something good. Break. Okay, 19 does hit. That doesn't. Grell will perform another beak attack. Trying to snap its beak at the Flame Skull again. 4 points. Well, actually 4 plus... Okay, that's going to be 6. Of course, resistance will mean that it'll only take that of 3. So it'll actually lead up to... Good lord. Flame Skull is next up in line. Oh, look at that. That fails. Has not escaped from the restrain or grapple effect yet. Okay, nor does it succeed the attack. Okay, that... Okay. Okay, it's gonna be another 1d10 of damage. 4 plus 2, 6. However, that will be only 3. Alright, let's roll the dice. For Flame Skull, does it escape? Natural 1, it does not. Can't make a multi-attack, can it? I guess it could. Freak, it cannot. Because it's a -5 and I can't do much. Okay, 14 does hit, I can tell you that. Grell will once again perform a tentacle attack. Alright, that's 7. It's gonna be 9, and then that'll be 4. Okay. Oh. Okay, strikes the attack. But does it escape? It does not. I rolled a 9 from that. But it does attack. Finally, Flame Skull will perform Fire Ray, which will be a 3d6. Please roll good. Which I do not. That was a 1. God dang it, what is it with the 1s? Roll something better, thank you. Okay, the least he could do is do 12 points of fire damage. Specifically from that roll, so 12 points of fire damage, so... Boop. Well, actually 12. Okay. Yep, natural 20 does hit. As it does. Okay, we'll perform... Okay, this tentacle with its beak. Okay, it's gonna be... That's gonna be, 7 piercing damage from the beak attack. 7, the beak attack. And then, that would be a 9. So 7 plus 9 would be 16 total of piercing damage. 16 total, of course. That would lead up to... So that would be... Or wait. Hold up. It said doubled. Right. That's doubled. So 8... Wait. So 18. We're going to do the tentacles of 18. 18 plus 7, which will be... It would be 25. Should be 30. Nine is what I'm assuming. 39 health. I think it's at 39 health. That, or I'm not doing the math correctly. I divided it by 12.5, so I did the math correctly.
This is a test that proves all of worth for a creature strong enough to join my army. Forget what Xander is planning on doing, for he's collecting nothing but stones, dirt-covered things that he is using to try and conquer the land, conquering the kingdom of Taurus. For I will perform an army, gaining an army of myself the natural way.
As Marita looks into the arena, she sees that the memory is unfolding into her eyes, seeing the horrors of Lord Ezzy, the Knoll Pack Lord. Lord Ezzy, the creature that they had defeated, the one that had created a bargain between them and the group. Bargain in which they would trade with the earth, elemental stone, and the water. Stupid decision it had made, but Lord Ezzy had a past, an origin in which had proclaimed a plague, a virus in which had consumed many creatures that he had manipulated under his control. He had used the power of the talisman, a power so devastating he had permanently manipulated and twisted creatures to fighting against themselves, their own kind. Of course, Marita sees that the first of these creatures were the ogres. Of course, one of the ogres had managed to kill the other, slicing and beheading its head off. It wielded the giant, enormous great axe and roars in triumph. Lord Ezzy was delighted, having a nasty hyena smile and cackle of laughter. And of course, the oracle shows Marita, turning her face to another memory, this one far more darker, digging deep into her heart more than anyone. Like any other creature, that Marita's parents were fought against each other, but not in the way she hoped, in which, of course, the Harpies were betrothed to trying to marry each other, despite all of them being female. However, Lord Ezzy's manipulative powers of the talisman that he wielded into his hand, now shrouded in mystery, the talisman was somewhere buried in earth. And yet this memory shows that the Harpies were manipulated into fighting each other, proving themselves worthy to follow Lord Ezzy's steps. For the talisman was all of what he needed in order to conquer the army that he would make. An army that he would name his own. Marita begged the oracle to stop showing her these memories, to stop traumatizing her of that of the many terrible and fatal deaths of the Harpies. Of course, apart from Marita, that the oracle had showed more darker memories to the rest of the group. One, of course, being Drake. The oracle says, you know, you and Drake, the satyr and the harpy, you both have a very similar backstory. You're not both entirely different. For Lord Ezzy has affected both your paths, trying to clash your own species against each other, for he wishes to gather only the strongest, not the weakest. You two, particularly, were the weakest of your kin. Not just you two, but perhaps, maybe a few others. And the oracle looked with its eyes glowing to Nora, the mermaid. For the spell that she had used to walk, now her tail had formed. With no feet walking, Drake and Rita run toward Nora and assisted, and they looked in horror of their species clashing against one another. Lord Ezzy still cackling with laughter, willing to conquer them. Even though that these memories are in the past, it's still... Perfect. Okay, next up would be Flame Skull's turn. Attempting, well actually, till Grell ends its turn, will we do that? Oh, my goodness. It's a natural 20, but -5, it still doesn't matter. We're going to count that as double damage. Still manages to succeed. Is that good enough? I don't even know. Okay, let me see this. It's 9. 13 points of fire damage. Double that would be 26. Is what I'm saying. 26, that's going to drain it down to... Okay, perfect. Not as much, but hey, that's a lot of damage, I'm going to have to say. Grell will roll for advantage now that, of course, Flame Skull is both grappled and restrained. Again. Succeeds the attack. Grell will perform a beak attack. Eight plus 4, 10. Sorry, 8 plus 2 is 10. Of course, that will be leading it down to 16 health left. Attempts to escape, fails. Desires to do fire raid twice. Both succeed. Both succeed, yes. They both succeed. Okay, so that'll be 10. So that'll be 10 plus 13, 23. Okay, 59 health for the Grell. Flame Skull 16 left. Man, this is really exhausting. Alright, this is an insane battle. 15. Strike the Flame Skull. Will perform another beak attack. Unless... Okay, succeeds again. This time will perform both 1d10 of tentacle damage and then 2d4s of beak. 4 plus 2 being 6. That'll be 3. So it'll be a total of 6 damage in all. Okay, so. Okay, next up. Flame Skull is next up in line. Escape. Freak. Nope. Attack. Nope. Rail strikes again. Okay. Both attacks. Freak. Once again, perform a 1d10 of tentacle damage and a 1d4 of beak attack. This is another multi-attack that I'm still performing. Trying to do any means necessary of lashing against the Flame Skull. Right, 7 plus 2, which would be 9, and then that would be 4 doubled. So that would be 4. So 7 damage in all from that. Because I have to double it. Not double, sorry, divided by 2. Okay. Escape. Come on, roll again. Natural 20. Escapes. Will perform another attack. Fail. Nope. Back to the Grell. 18, which does succeed. Roll good. 5 plus 2 being 7. 5 plus 2 being 7. Divided by that would be 3.5. Then rounded down by that would be 3. So, Grell manages to rip the Flame Skull, shattering a piece off the Flame Skull and permanently destroying it. But of course, as it says, Flame Skull will rise again, but the Grell manages to permanently shatter the Flame Skull with its beak and tentacles successfully in a matter of time.